Hi, myself Veninian V from third year Mechanical Engineering Department, working on the project of Intelligent Line Marking Board. We took the problem statement of the field marking lines in sports ground, especially hockey field. Conventionally, field lines are marked in hockey field manually, which is both time consuming and is less accurate. Last year we had my inter-college match in which the line marking were not accurate when complained by the other team. So we decided to come with the project of line marking bot, which can autonomously mark the field lines in the sports ground. The problem statement is addressed by me. The solution will be addressed by Harshavardhan from my department. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Harshavardhan KU. As Veninian explained the problem statement, the main problem is time consumption. We are using dynamic path planning algorithm in order to decrease the time. Traditionally, it takes 3 hours to complete the marking the field, but our bot only takes 45 minutes. And also, the important problem is accuracy. We are using extended Kalman filter and sensor fusion in order to increase the accuracy. Our bot takes only 3 centimeters of accuracy. And also, line marking has always been a daylight process. Our bot can also mark lines in the night time, which increases the productivity and also...
Hello friends, I'm Ashik Rahman, third year Mechanical Engineering, College of Engineering, India, Anna University. So, as Harsha said, the bot has Kalman filter, right? Now, I'll be explaining everything in more technical depth. What exactly is a Kalman filter? Kalman filter is used mainly for processing. It's a signal processing technique. Basically, the sensors have a lot of errors in them. Let's say GPS has around 2.5 meters error, and we have to reduce that because the readings become really unreliable as time progresses. So this unreliability is reduced by the Kalman filter because it filters the signal, noisy signal, and reduces it to increases the accuracy to centimeter range. Now, in the bot, we specifically have 3 sensors for now. We have a GPS sensor, we have an MPU 9250, which is an angular velocity measuring sensor, which measures the rotation of the bot, and we have a compass sensor. The compass sensor is used for the orientation. Now, using all these sensors and putting them into the Kalman filter and processing all them independently, we get accurate results, which we can use for kinematic processing and stuff. Now, as Harsha said again, we have adaptive pure pursuit planner. Now, what exactly is a pure pursuit planner? Let's say the point dynamically changes or there's an obstacle in front. The bot has to dynamically react to it without any human's interference. And this is done by the pure pursuit planner. And these are the 2 main algorithms that are present. And then finally, we have the kinematic model that is inbuilt in the bot. So the bot can exhibit 2 kinds of motions with steering. Front wheels, 2 wheel steering mechanism, which is the Ackermann steering, and then we also have differential turning. So these are the functionalities and technical features of our bot. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Nitish Narayan, second year BE Mechanical Engineering. So, as Ashik Rahman said, our bot has been using a thing called pre-path planning. What is pre-path planning is what I'm going to explain. So, pre-path planning is basically marking the waypoints between the specific coordinates of the layout of the field, which is going to be marked. So, here we input the dimensions of the field so that we specify the coordinates through a code, and these coordinates are the endpoints of the field which is going to be marked. So, through this code, we are going to mark all the waypoints between the specific coordinates so that the bot can move with proper accuracy, and the end product as the field which is going to be marked will be accurately marked, and it will be available for the specific needs. So the thing will be the next in-depth definition of the design will be followed by Rajadurai. Thank you.
Hi all, myself Rajadurai B from third year Mechanical Engineering, College of Engineering, India. Now I am going to explain the mechanical aspect of the bot. The main mechanical problems in the bot are the chassis has to provide proper mounting for all electronic components. Also, it has to provide proper ventilation for all electronic components. And followed by, we have to provide sufficient places for wire management. Okay, the main bot has 3 major parts, 3 major compartments, we can say. The main thing is our chassis. This is our chassis, and with which entire thing will be mounted. And going down, we have a hopper open close mechanism, which acts like a door which controls the flow of powder, which will be used in marking the field. And above the board, we have a hopper tank, like a powder tank, which has a capacity of 1.5 kg. As a prototype, we developed it with a 1.5 kg. Okay, so next going on to the wheels, we have provided with a ground clearance of 4.2 centimeter, so that it can go in gravel tracks, and we have provided sufficient wheel radius so that it can go through obstacles easily. Okay, so now the hopper mechanism will be explained by Pallarsake. Thank you.
Hi, myself Pallarsake from third year mechanical engineering. I will explain hopper mechanism. In this mechanism consists of N20 motor. It is used to open and close the slots, which is used to control the flow of marking powder. If the motor will be considered base, if the motor is rotating motor is rotated, the slot will be moving forward, so the slot close the cloth, so the flow of powder is closed, and the motor is rotate opposite direction, the slot will open, so the flow of marking powder is open. When the turning or 90-degree turning of bot, the slots supposed to close, so we use this mechanism. Thank you.
We are the team of Intelligent Line Marking Bot, also known as ILMBT. My contribution towards this project was sensor calibration, coding for the Kalman filter, and path planning algorithm. And also I ran simulations and real-time testing on the bot.
I worked on the design and iteration of the entire design, mechanical design. Also, I have done manufacturing planning for the bot.
I have constructed the sensor fusion in MATLAB and run simulations on it, and also I've helped in CAD and calculations.
My contribution in this project was I have worked on the code for the waypoint planning and the layout of the field. I have also worked on the design and aesthetic part of the bot.
I have done iteration and design works. I also contribute in manufacturing works.
I worked on the design, fabrication and the assembly of the bot. I also manufactured some studs for the bot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
From our side, we thank the CEG Tech Forum projects team for this wonderful opportunity and the guidance they have provided throughout this project. And we also thank the CEG Tech Forum for guiding us throughout this project and for providing us with a wonderful experience. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.